Hello darlings, my name is Roni and welcome to another speed build of this channel. So what do I have for you today? Well, of course, Christmas is around the corner, so I couldn't resist and I had to no, I didn't have to buy, I did have to build a Christmas themed house. So as you can see, I'm on a slightly probably different lot than you would expect. We're in Oasis Spring, and specifically we're I'm not sure what that lot is called. I can't really see it on my computer, but it's the lot where the land grabs live. So it's 50 by 50 lot. And like I said, it's in Oasis Spring. Now, why Oasis Spring for a Christmas theme build? Well, the thing is that this build is base game only. Well, and when I say base game only, I mean the base game and the holiday celebration pack. I think that's what it's called actually officially. But I'm still calling it like base game only because that pack, that holiday pack, is for free if you have the base game. So I think that's a pretty good deal. If you don't have it yet, just go and download it through Steam or Origin or whatever you have, because you can have it for free and it has some really nice items. So that's actually why we're in Oasis Spring, because since this is base game only, I didn't want to incorporate seasons, so that means no snow, but I also do not own seasons, so that's not something I even could have done if I wanted to. So that's why I thought that maybe Oasis Spring is it's a bit different. It's base game compatible, and yeah, I thought it would be like a nice change to build something that it's not like prototypically like Christmassy themed, like with snow and whatnot. So I decided to go with this more summer, with those more summer vibes. So as you can see, the shape of the house is, well, yeah, I think I'm not going to add any room. I think this is basically it. Don't worry, I'm going to add more roofs. Actually, I think the video is going to very quickly just get to that point where all roof pieces are done, because it took me a moment to figure it out. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, but it also took a lot of changing things a bit, changing the roofings, like the height of the roofs, etc. So that's why I'm kind of skipping it in this video, because I was fiddling with it for too long. I'm very indecisive when it comes to building, so it's better if you do not see those moments. Otherwise this video would be way longer, and it's already quite long, so I couldn't do that to you. So, oh yeah, here I am adding, those are the items from the holiday celebration pack. So it has this beautiful, is it snowman or is it actually a sandman? Whatever you want to call them. I think they're incredibly cute. There are more items. There is this Santa with in summer outfit, but I don't know, I still wanted this house to look very traditional and nice. So I didn't want to use too many, well, I say too many lights, but I did use a lot of fairy lights. But I still tried to make it more subtle, let's say, not too colorful, because it's already there's summer, there's heat, there's greenery, so I thought that maybe colorful lights would be a tad too much. So instead I decided to go for this more classical route, and I think it looks really nice. I think this house would look nice even if it was not decorated for the Christmas. But I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of like the combination of dark green and red, especially like those red flowers everywhere. So I'm actually quite happy with this build. So, here, see? We just skipped because, oh my god, it took me forever to figure it out what I wanted to do, because this lot is like just desert. There's no greenery, just, next to the lot there are some like green patches, but that's all. And since I really wanted to go for this green and red Christmas color scheme, it seemed the best to just, paint the green there and make it slightly more, I don't know, more lush. Is that the right word? Lush? Hopefully. So, yeah, here you can see I'm using red flowers everywhere. So I really wanted to, I didn't want any like crazy colors. Like the Christmas colors are enough, in my opinion. So you have red flowers, occasionally some white flowers to kind of like break away, these two colors. But I think it looks quite nice. It's like more Mediterranean tropical look. I think it works. So you will see me jumping probably from now on from the exterior to the interior more often. You might have noticed that I've already placed some couches there. I just wasn't really sure how to go about this because I wanted it to, to make sense, and I just wanted there to be a lot of space for everything, because I wasn't entirely sure whether I could fit things the way I wanted to. Because to be honest with you, this house, as the last one that I made, the first one on this channel, that house was based on a house that I found on Pinterest, and this is actually a very similar situation. I found a very lovely picture of this house. It wasn't Christmas themed, but it was like just a Mediterranean villa, and that really inspired me because I thought, okay, so it uses certain like architecture feature that we have in The Sims, so it could be easier to like simify, or that's probably not a verb, but imagine it's a verb, simify, to simify this house. So I thought, oh, that could look nice. So yeah, I got inspired there, and actually it's brought me to a website with a floor plan. So I thought maybe I could give it a try. I'll leave the link in the description box, so you can check it out for yourself if you want to. But yeah, I thought that I could like really recreate it. And the thing is that actually the pictures of the interior were not as pretty in my opinion. So I got like inspired by the bedroom placement and the living room placement and like in general room placements, but then the interior itself is like completely different. I didn't like the style, so I changed, of course, a lot of things. This is all just me and my color scheme, everything. So here you can see me adding those, well, I wanted to say new curtains, but they're not new. They're actually old curtains that we have in the base game, but recently the Sims team added a couple of new swatches, and oh my god, I'm so excited about this. It adds so much possibility, like especially curtains. I feel like curtains like do suffer a bit in the game, so oh my god, I'm so excited about these. And I think they work really nicely. As you can see, I'm still going for that red and green color scheme. This is going to be like consistent throughout the whole house, just green and red. But the thing is that I use those colors on items that I thought that could be like, how do you say it? Like easily replaceable. Like I'm not going to use like green furniture or something, or not as much as I could, But yeah, I thought like curtains and bedspreads and towels and all these kind of things. Like many people have those in their home and they're like Christmas themed and they have those like special items that they just pull out when this time comes. So I thought that it could be like that it could work, that it could be, how do you say it? Like realistic, yeah. Oh my god, that's the word. So, oh my god, as you can see, I'm already working on the kitchen. Again, well, you can see the new swatches of those. Oh my god, I never know. Counters, right? Counters, and yeah, counters and cabinets. So counters. Those are new swatches as well. But I felt like when I combined them with, as you can see, there are two different sets, right? The counters and cabinets are different, and I think it added a lot because those base game, those cheapest ones, are kind of like they're not that interesting. So I wanted to add more texture and just something more. Here I'm working on the entrance hall. It's very simple, nothing too exquisite, nothing too crazy. And this is the very first bedroom. So this is like the main bedroom of the whole house, and I imagined that it was for a lesbian couple simply because first of all, it's amazing, and second of all, do you see that picture that I just placed? Again, that's a fairly new swatch, if I'm not mistaken, and it just worked so well. The color scheme worked with it, and I just couldn't resist, and I think it looks absolutely adorable and amazing. So, actually, yeah, I think this is my most favorite bedroom of this whole house. Speaking of, this house actually has 5 bedrooms in total. So up to 10 Sims, which like you usually play with like 8 max, but up to 10 Sims can live here. However, 2 of them would be babies because one of the bedrooms is actually a nursery. I think we're going to get to it a bit later. Right now I'm working on this like dressing room and adding it to the main bedroom, but now you can see me working with the new items that we got through the delivery express, or it's called somehow, but I don't remember the name for it. Never mind. It's the new feature that the game developers introduced recently, and those items are so pretty. I'm going to overuse them so much, like it's gonna be crazy. But here I'm working on the ensuite bathroom. So that's adjacent to the main bedroom. So this is the biggest bathroom in the whole house. And I think this is going to be the only one that I'm going to show on the camera because it got repetitive very quickly. And I think all of the bathrooms are actually built in the same style or in a very similar style, so I didn't want to like spend too much time on them. It's just they're bathrooms. But I gotta admit, I usually build very small bathrooms, but I kind of like how huge this is and how much space there is, and I don't know, I kind of like it because it like does not look overcluttered, but there's still enough items, so I kind of like that. Here I am again using those new items, especially those bows. I love those bows. Like they can, yeah, like you can decorate any object so easily. But now we've moved on to another bedroom. So again, I kind of like this is still on the ground floor or first floor, whatever you want to call it. And I imagine it being for grandparents or just grandma or granddad, whoever you want to live here. That's completely fine by me. I imagined this sim being a passionate gardener. So There's actually a room next to it. That's like kind of like a work room where they can go, where they can easily garden, and they have some items there. And it's like right next to the garage. And again, like it felt like it made sense. And here's an office. Fairly simple, nothing too crazy, nothing too extravagant. It's actually probably the simplest room in the whole house. I just imagine that this is not a space that, like, it's just for work, so you don't want any distractions there, and you just want a nice, cozy space. And with that view out of that window, like, you don't need anything else. Oh, and here's the workroom, like I told you. By the way, I absolutely love using this little trick, because if you basically search for the word dirt in the debug menu, you'll find a pile of dirt. And I thought it's amazing when you're like, there's probably a term for it in English, but when you're like changing the pots, or when you're like changing the dirt in the pots, like it would probably be like very dirty space there, right? So I imagine that it made sense. Here is the garage. Again, this is like a favorite thing. I guess I reckon of many builders, to add the woodworking bench in the garage. It just, it's actually a really nice item. I kind of like how it looks. The textures are really nice. So I don't know. It's a favorite item of mine. Oh, here I am on the exterior now. Oh yeah, I'm working on a bar. And do you see this bar? I absolutely love the left side of it, where you can see the bottles. It looks so good. I actually didn't know that it looked so nice. Because usually when I place those bars, I place them the other way around, so that you actually can't see what's inside the bar. Or is it called a bar? Yeah, it should be, right? Yeah, so I was really excited about this, because it looks decorated even if I didn't place that many objects. Here I'm doing the same trick I did at the front of the house. You may have noticed I actually used this bush again in the debug menu, and the bucket is in the debug menu as well. I think it's for fishing, although I'm not entirely sure, but I think it has something to do with fishing. And I don't know, it looks just with the bow, it looks like it's meant to be there. So of course, the exterior, look, it's a base game house, so we have a pool. I wanted to add the pool. I changed the tiles. I didn't use the tiles that usually like come with the pools, but I changed them so that the color of the pool, or like of the water, looked more rich, and just like a bit nice. I think it's a bit nicer shade this way. Oh, and of course, yeah, what's it called? Oh my god, I need to take a drink of the sip of my tea. Wait a second. Right, the hot tub. Yeah. So, I think it was all completely by accident, but there was a perfect place for it. Oh, and you could see me placing the bow on the car. It was like the very first thing that like crossed my mind when I saw those new items. I thought, oh my god, I hope it looks like nice when I size it up, because I want to make it look like that car is a gift for someone. This area is like a common room area. So we have some desk space, like some office space here. There's space for some like gym equipment, so your sim can stay fit. At least those that want to stay fit. Those that do not want to stay fit, they don't have to. We have a few balconies here. I had to make, I think, a few changes when I was playtesting it, because I placed the snowman on the wrong side of the door, so they couldn't walk through, and but I changed it. Don't worry, everything is playtested, and So the whole house should be pliable, and yeah, there shouldn't be any issues. But if you do have any issues, just feel free to delete any items that are in the way. But that should not be happening, at least as far as I know. So, what else? What else? Oh yeah, here I'm working on the nursery. You might have noticed that the nursery was already finished, but I actually absolutely hated it. And yeah, the next day I just woke up and I was like, I can't. It doesn't look like a nursery, and it doesn't look even like nice. So I changed it completely. I went for a completely different style, I think, because I think initially I didn't want to use the like kids wallpapers, but without it, it looked weird. It looked like an adult room, but with just some toys, and I don't know. I wasn't a fan. So yeah, we have a nursery here, so it's just for babies, and to be honest with you, there's no toddler furniture. First of all, not the biggest fan of the toddler furniture in the base game, and second of all, I think the toddlers are sometimes so annoying. So I just decided to have only babies, children, teenagers and adults. So this is actually the room for children slash teenagers. I wanted one of the kids to be slightly like an emo kid, so you can see some like I went for the dark colors. And yeah, at first I used those skulls, but I deleted those because I don't know, this whole room looked very modern and it didn't go that well, so yeah. And I imagine that the other kid slash teenager was into gaming, so it's their little room. It's quite ordinary. I don't think that it's that it's not anything, again, nothing spectacular, but I think it's a very nice kids room, and they have their own dressing room as well, so that's nice. As you can see, I really skipped a lot of the landscaping because, oh my god, it took forever. And you know, I had to place like each individual bushes in each individual bush, and it took just too long for a speed build. This is the last bedroom. Yeah, that's the last bedroom. So actually, this is a bedroom where I imagined that like a couple is living here, and as you can see, I like to do this trick, but I use those Christmas boxes and I place them underneath the bed so that just only one of them is poking out, and then it looks like it's an engagement ring. So I think that could be like a very lovely Christmas present as well, and I don't know, I enjoyed it. So one of the Sims living in this room is a musician, and the other one is a painter. So they're very like artistically inclined, and I don't know, I really like that. But I think we're coming close to the end of the video. It's very possible. So please, if you enjoyed this video, just give it a like, comment. If you want to, please do follow. I would really appreciate it. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The name is the same, so I'm just Bohemian_Ronnie, and it's also my gallery ID, and this build is available there. It's called The Warmth of Christmas, and I'll be very happy if you would like to download it and play with it in your game. So thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas if you do celebrate Christmas, and lots of happiness and love. Thank you so much. Goodbye.